Hello, my name is Louise and welcome to this Stepladder webinar on timekeeping. If you didn't already know, the Stepladder Foundation is a charity that establishes new, imaginative and flexible approaches to learning so that young people from all different backgrounds can have the best opportunities to exceed expectations in whatever they want to do. For more information about the Stepladder Foundation, you can visit our website. But for now, let's get on with the video. This video is all about time management and how to make the most of the 24 hours that you have in a day. I'll be talking about what time management is and why it's important, some common mistakes that people make when trying to get good time management, and then 3 tips and tricks for the best time management possible for you. Let's go. Time. We all have it, we all spend it on silly things, and then we all wonder where it went at the end of the day. Time management is the process of planning and organising how to divide your time between specific tasks or activities. The fact that everyone has the same amount of time in a day, but some people are more productive with their time than others, goes to show that there are certain things that we can do to go from a less productive person to a more productive person. And that thing is time management. Because guess what? People aren't just magically born with amazing time management skills. Abby from French class wasn't just born top of the year. No. She planned her time using great time management techniques, organised herself and earned her way to be top of the year. Which means you can too. Good time management allows you to get more done in a shorter period of time, leaving you with more free time overall. Who doesn't like more free time? Okay, on to a couple of mistakes that you can stop doing right now that will drastically improve your time management. Mistake number 1 is taking on too much. You might be the type of person that struggles to say no to people, or the type of person who doesn't want to ask for help even when they've got a lot of work and need the help. Or maybe your school's just crap and they give you a lot of homework. Either way, taking on too much work is a poor use of your time and can get you the reputation of producing rushed and sloppy work. Instead, learn to say no to people when you really don't have the time to help them, and make sure you ask for help when you need it. Cutting down the number of tasks that you have to do overall will make it easier to manage your time. And if that doesn't work because your school has just given you lots and lots of work to do, then we've got some tips coming up that will probably help you out, so just hang on for that. Mistake number 2 is multitasking. Just don't do it. Don't do it. It might sound like a good idea to write that essay while you're also cooking dinner, but normally doing 2 tasks at once results in doing both tasks poorly, so you end up with a poorly written essay and burnt rice. No one likes burnt rice. So the best thing to do is forget about multitasking and focus on doing one task at a time. That way you'll produce high quality work. Okay, so we've talked about why you need good time management and some common mistakes to avoid to get good time management. So now, here are 3 tips to help you get the best time management possible. Tip number 1 is write a to-do list. You can write the list while you're in bed, on a plane, on a train, after the coronavirus. You can write the list anywhere, as long as it gets done. On a piece of paper, on your phone, on your laptop, just write it down. By writing a to-do list, you can ensure all the tasks that you need to do in a day, or even in a week, are all in one place. So you're way less likely to forget anything important. Then, to optimize your to-do lists, follow these simple steps. First, write down all the tasks that you need to do that day. Now the trick here is to be specific. For instance, you might write down something like, start your homework. But what does that really mean? Write the title of the essay or choose the font? Instead, write down something specific like, do the first 20 questions of your maths homework, or write the introduction of your English essay. Using specific, actionable steps helps you focus on your task. Then, prioritise those tasks using the important versus urgent rule. Now, the importance versus urgency concept can be a bit tricky to understand, and we actually have another video on our channel and on our website if you want to find out a bit more information about how to prioritise your tasks exactly. But essentially, you want to make sure you do the important and urgent tasks first, because it will save you some stress later on down the road. Quick side note, you know those crappy tasks that you've put off doing for ages? Try and do them at the start of the day. You'll get them out of the way faster and you'll thank yourself in the long run. Tip number 2 is take breaks. It's nice to think that you can work for 8 to 10 hours straight, especially when you're working towards a deadline, but really it's not the most practical thing to do. It's impossible for anyone to focus and produce high quality work without giving their brain a break. So don't dismiss breaks as wasting time. Instead, think of them as a chance for your brain to have some rest and for you to produce more creative work in the future. And if it's hard for you to stop working, then try scheduling breaks for yourself. So every hour, try to take off 5 minutes. Grab a cup of tea, or go for a walk, or just daydream at your desk for a minute. You'll be thankful for the brain break in the long run. Tip number 3 is stop procrastinating. Procrastination happens when you put off a task that you're supposed to be starting right now, and you instead try and start it later on. But instead of starting it, you feel guilty for not starting it, so you put it off even more, and then you do that again and again and again, and eventually you dread having to start that task, and eventually you have 3 hours to write a 2,000-word essay. So try and figure out what you're doing to procrastinate so you can fix the problem. Is it YouTube or Twitter on your phone? Well, try deleting the apps, or better yet, putting your phone in another room for a couple of hours while you do some work, and blocking the websites on your laptop. Or is it chatting to family members or friends? Well, try telling them nicely that you've got a lot of work to do in only a short amount of time, and hopefully they'll leave you alone for a couple of hours. Or maybe say something like, hey, I have to get this video done in the next hour, so if I try to talk to you for the next hour or so, don't let me talk to you, okay? Okay, so what have we learned? We've talked about why good time management is important, as well as time management mistakes you can avoid, and top tips for the best time management possible. You can find other videos like this related to the importance versus priority rule that I was talking about before, as well as goal setting tips, on our website or as part of our YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and hit subscribe, or if you think anyone else would benefit from this video, feel free to share. Let us know in the comments below about any other topics that you want us to talk about, and a link to our website and Facebook are down below as well. That's it from me. Thanks very much, guys. See you in the next one.